I want to make another video explaining why I have this tattoo on my forehead, even though I believe in God quite a bit. New people are joining, they're wondering what it is all about, and I love it that some of you guys are explaining it to them, but it doesn't explain the whole story, like why would I have it tattooed on my forehead? The reason I have it is because that's the type of person I am. I want to take the fight to the enemy, and God knows it, and it's God's will that I have it. I know it's His will because when I had doubts about getting it, like an hour before my appointment, God sent these two old ladies who had just gotten ear piercings, and they were super excited about it because this is the first time they ever did something like this. And this is the first and only tattoo I have. I don't even like tattoos. But these old ladies, they encouraged me, and I noticed, I realized this is God's will for me. That's not something that just happens to me. Like, I wasn't anywhere near the place where they get tattoos and piercings. I was sitting on some bench eating strawberries. So it's God's will it is there. That's the most important reason. And every other reason like flows from it. Like it's the cross of Saint Peter, and the world thinks it's the devil's cross. That's one of the lies of the devil. It's something that separates you from the deeper truth of Saint Peter's death, which is he felt unworthy of dying like Christ. And he is the foundation of the true church. He is the rock. Anybody who thinks they are worthy of Christ builds their church not on the rock of Peter, but on themselves, and that's a mistake. That's what I believe. So it's about this really deep thing to do with my faith. It's about taking the fight to the enemy. The devil never died on a cross for anybody, so he doesn't have a cross. That's how crosses get their name. It doesn't make sense. Like a heart turned upside down, it doesn't become a symbol of hate randomly. Like it isn't based on anything. Even if people all agree that, no, that means hate now, it doesn't. That's not the truth. You just lied to many people and got them to agree with this insane thing. And that's what the devil is doing with the inverted cross. And I'm not gonna allow it. I'm gonna take issue with that. I'm part of the fight against him. He is the spiritual forces of wickedness in heavenly places still, because he has not been thrown down for the Armageddon when he goes into a man and becomes the Antichrist. When people worship the beast. It hasn't happened yet. It will happen soon. But not yet. And that's why I'm fighting this fight. Like this. It's about being unworthy before Christ. It's about humility. It's about separating myself from the people who read the Bible wrong, for example, when they read the book of Leviticus, and they quote the part where it says not to get tattoos or any markings on your flesh. There's a rule before it that's about cutting your hair or your beard in a specific way as well. And those rules are about separating yourself, back then the people of Israel, Jews, from the pagans worshipping false gods who had these customs. So even that is about this deeper thing. And people don't realize that. They think it's about not getting tattoos. Like that doesn't apply. The spirit of the law doesn't apply in the same way externally anymore. It applies in a new way. It applies in the sense that somebody who does a tattoo can now separate themselves from the people who think the Bible is against tattoos. So you can fulfill the law like that. Now that's what I'm doing with the cross of Saint Peter. It's God's will for me. I don't want anybody else to do it. That is idiotic. God has different plans for other people. And that's what you should be looking at. He has his own plan for you, but this is mine. It's about going to the sinner. Like, how are you gonna go to the sinner with your Sunday best, smelling all nice, with your cross jewelry hanging there? I don't really get it. I used to have a regular cross as well, and I thought it was like clever. People first see this, and then they see this, and then it gets them to think about things. But then the Spirit of God made me tear out this, because I thought I was accomplishing so much without actually accomplishing anything. If you have one of those cross pendants, then I would ask you to put it under your shirt, like it should just be for you. Like the way people see that you belong to Christ should not be through your accessories. Like that should not be the sign of your faith. Being Christ-like should be the sign of your faith. I have many reasons why I have it on my forehead. It's just a piece of ink. If Saint Peter was unworthy before Christ, being one of the apostles, then how much more unworthy am I? I'm just some Finnish guy who did disgusting things to his own body in front of the computer. I am way more unworthy. And I just have like a piece of ink on my forehead. But it is God's will for me. And I'm gonna see this thing through. And see what rewards await me when I serve God as well as I can. Thanks for watching this video. I hope somebody got something out of this. You know, it is just a surface level thing, but it points to deeper things. I love you guys.